Earlier, we're talking about that TikTok story that we shared on, well, that I shared on YouTube. I mean, TikTok, right? I made a little quick video, and the little quick video was like maybe 15, 30 seconds, right? But I hadn't really shared the story on it. And in 2007, I had a parole violation. So they sent me to San Quentin for a couple of months, right? And because I was reception, and they sent me there. I was in Badger section, and I was there like 4 to 6 months, something like that. I can't remember exactly how many months. But as I was getting released, they put me on a little holding cell by R&R, and there was a norteño that was getting transferred to a different pin. So they put us in different holding cells. They were one-man holding cells. These are the cells that they use when there's riots or fights. That's where they put you, right? So they put us there temporarily so they can get everything ready on R&R so me and the other individual wouldn't cross paths. So they put him on the holding cell next to me, a one-man holding cell. It's a little cage. So he's looking at me, and I look at him, right? And I'm a little youngster, bro. Maybe like, 27, 28 at that time. And at that time, you got to realize I'm on a mission. I'm getting released. So I had picked up some knowledge and some activities from the homies inside that I was about to bring outside to the streets. We were going to organize, coordinate, all kinds of shit, right? My mentality was like to rise and get stronger and this and that on the outside world, right? So I had a mission coming out already. So they put me next to Norteño. And when I see him, I'm like, this motherfucker right next to me. So I know I can't talk shit to him, and he knows he can't talk shit to me. So we're next to each other. I know I have so much hate for him. You know, in my head, as I was saying, if they pop these solos open, we're going to go at it. Boom, vámonos, recio. Right? So he talks to me. He says, hey, what pinta are you going to? And when he asked me that question, I was like, should I even talk to this motherfucker? But he was sounding respectful. So I replied, I was like, I'm not going to no pinta. I'm getting released. And he was, do you want to trade spots? I told him, why? Where are you going? And I forgot what prison. I think he said a high, what's it called? High desert? High desert. I think he said high desert. I can't remember what prison he was going to. But he said, but I'm a lifer. I'm doing life. And when he said that, in the back of my head, I was like, fuck, that's fucked up. But I was still kind of mean mugging him, like, all right. And then he told me this. He said, hey, little homie, when you get out, don't come back to this place. Take care of your family. Take care of your people. You don't want to spend the rest of your life here. You still have an opportunity. And when he said that, I looked at him, and I looked at him in his eyes, and he sounded true and sincere. He meant it from his heart. And I was like, what the fuck? All that hate I had for him a few seconds before changed. All of a sudden, I felt compassion for him. I felt sad for him. And I was like, fuck, this vato speaking from his heart. He really means something good for my life, even though we're so-called enemies. But he probably realized something a little bit too late. Maybe I'm still in an opportunity or in a chance to change my life. And I said, what the fuck? He's just like me. We still have the same similar tattoos. He probably grew up eating frijoles, chorizo, tortillas. His jefa probably hit him with a chancla just like I did. We're exactly the same. We just grew with something in our heads thinking that we're enemies, but we're really not enemies. And that's when I realized that my enemy is really not my enemy. It's just a fake fantasy in our head. It's not real. It's a fantasy that brings real consequences. And I realized that day, if this vato could talk to me and could wish something so good upon me, then I can probably do the same for other norteños or other sureños. And if I can keep that positive message in me, then my life will be so much better. I will avoid so many consequences. I will avoid dying at an early age from gang violence. I will avoid going to prison and leaving my kids out in the streets with a baby, with my wife dealing with them by herself. In that moment, my life and my mentality changed so much. And it was a norteño who did that to me. A real norteño who spoke real truth. A norteño who was active. A norteño who had done dirt for his cause. A norteño who realized that his opportunity to be out in the streets was over, but he could still change somebody's mind. And it didn't matter if it was a Sureño or a norteño. All he knew that he could do something positive and that he was going to do it. And he did it on me on that day. And that's when I realized that my enemy wasn't really my enemy. They were the same people. They were the same raza. We were able to make a change if we were man enough. Because anybody could gang bang. Anybody can go shoot somebody or stab somebody. Anybody can do life in prison. But not anybody can be a real man. Not anybody can take care of their wife and their kids. Not everybody can have a job. Not anybody can buy a home. It takes a man to buy a home. It takes a man to take care of your wife. It takes a man to take care of your kids. So that day, I became a man. No, that was the beginning of me becoming a man. And it was a norteño who gave me the message. From there on, I said, I don't give a fuck if it's a norteño, if it's a bulldog, if it's a sureño, if it's a black man, if it's a paisa. As long as they show me the same respect as this norteño, I'm down for them. I'm down to be there. I'm down to support. I don't give a fuck if what you bang or what you banged before. You know what I mean? That's why today, on this day, I'm able to sit here and chop it up with Flaco. I'm able to be here and drink a couple of pizzas with Flaco, you know? Because he has come to the same mentality as mine, you know? And I don't give a fuck what he banged before. He's coming out here with with respect, and so am I. But yeah, man, just pass that message, man.
After this, you have to start a channel. They said you did another one that was pretty good. When you talked about Norteños today and the Bulldogs coming together.
Yeah. Right before that, I said, "Hey, man, saludos to everybody from the '90s that was gangbanging in the '90s and that we survived." And Bulldogs, Norteños, Sureños, we made it throughout that era, man. The '90s. That was gang banging era. Everybody was gang banging. Everybody was going to prison. To why everybody's getting shot. And if we were lucky enough to make it out of that time, then let's make something out of it. Let's make something good out of it, man. Let's not let our people go into that era. My kids are grown up. My oldest son, he's a Marine. My daughter, she's doing good. My 16-year-old son, he's gonna become a Marine. Why? Because I was able to give him knowledge and wisdom. I was able to show him, if you take this route, you're going to pay these consequences. If you go this route, your life is going to be better. So therefore, I'm more interested in the gangbanging to vanish so my kids, my grandkids can have a better future. I know every norteño in their 40s and 50s, they don't want their kids to go to prison. They don't want their kids or grandkids to die at an early age. I know the Bulldogs don't want that for their kids, but it's up to us to make that change. It's up to us to start teaching that knowledge. Darles esa clecha a nuestros morros. But if we continue to promote like, fuck these fools, they kill these people, they kill my cousin, they kill this, it's never going to stop, man. I had a homies that passed away, but if I keep preaching that, like, fuck these motherfuckers, they kill this homie and that homie, it's never going to end. And it's only going to be bad for my next generation, for my kids, for my grandkids. So I rather leave it a done deal. The homies that I lost, they're gone. The homies that are in prison, they're there. I made it out, good. So I can help out wherever I can help out. That's it, you know. And I should be 6 feet under, or I should be doing life in prison, but I'm not. I don't know why. There's a higher power up above, you know. And all I know is I'm trying to live a positive life. I'm trying to do good. I am doing good financially, spiritually, with my wife, with my kids. I mean, I'm set up. I own 3 homes. I mean, I have no more enemies. There's a few haters out there that run their mouth. You're always going to have haters. They can run their mouth all they want. Am I going to pay attention to them? No. If I see them, am I going to run up to them? No. Why? Because I don't give a shit how much they run their mouth. You know, the people that I care about is the people that show me respect. If somebody shows me respect, I'll open the doors to my house. I'll cook for you. Te hago una carne asada. My wife will do enchiladas, barbacoa. You know, I pay attention to the people that show me respect. I treat them with respect. I open my doors to their house, to my house. But motherfuckers that run their mouth and they hit on me, I don't give a fuck. I don't pay mind to them. I don't run up to them. They can run their mouth all they want. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, all I care about is me, my wife, and my kids, and the people that respect me. And that's it. You know what I mean? I know what I've done. I know where I've been. I know what I sacrificed. And I did it all. Nobody can say I'm a coward, I'm a bitch. I never did anything that I can be labeled as a coward or a bitch. You know what I mean? If somebody wants to call me a coward because now I'm able to chill with somebody that banged Norte, then I don't give a fuck what you think, you know? He changed his ways, he changed his mind, his way of living, so I respect that. If a bulldog comes to my house and he shows me respect, guess what? My doors are open. Any bulldog, any norteño, any sureño, show me respect and I will open the doors to my house. I will cook food for you. I will open a beer for you. We will chop it up. We will listen to oldies in Spanish and English, corridos. That's what it's about, man. Fuck having enemies. Fuck living life in prison.
So gotta invite you to my dad's church. So, gee, you have a testimony. He does, huh? He got very compassionate, man. That's what it's all about, though.
Yeah, man. So that's what it is, man. And that's why today on this day, we're right here with Flaco, man, because we were able to make a change in our mind. We were able to grow up. We were able to become real, man. And and that's why we're able to enjoy life, man. He just pulled up in a brand new car, you know? He pulled up with a fucking beer and said, man, my doors are open to you, man. All that respect that you show me all the time, the support, we're right here. And that's how we do it, man. But saludos to everybody. Saludos to everybody that's banging Sur, Norte, Bulldog. If you guys want to keep doing that, that's on you. Just know that you're going to pay consequences. But there's time to change, you know? I'm not going to tell you, change, you better change, blah, blah, blah. Nah, man. You make that choice on your own. I made my choice on my own. Nobody told me to change. I made it on my own. I realized that I was fucking up. So if you want to take that route, if you want to go to prison for life or don't give a fuck about your kids, keep on banging. Keep on doing what you're doing. That's all you. You're your own person. But me, as an individual that has lived it, I advise you. I give you a message. It's not too late. There's something better than that. It's a little bit harder. It's hard to be responsible. It's hard to be disciplined. It's hard to be faithful to your wife. It's hard to be there helping your kids with the homework, to taking them to sports and all that. It's not easy, but it's worth it. It's worth it. I take my kids to all the sport events. I'm faithful to my wife 100%. I don't cheat on her. Fuck that shit. She wrote to me when I was in prison. She sent me packages. She was there when I came out. When I came out, I was living on a sofa in a living room in my mom's house. She stayed in the living room with me. Now we own houses. She's been there with me since the beginning. So why am I going to cheat on a wife like that? She cooks for me. She washes my clothes. She helps me take care of the kids. I'm loyal to her, man. I ain't going to cheat on her with no fucking hyena that's been out there giving it up to everybody. Fucking probably has a fucking STD or something. Fuck that shit. I take care of my people. I take care of my wife. I take care of my kids. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. And it's not that easy, man, but it's possible. And it takes a man to do that. So I'm telling you all, you young men out there, start becoming real men. Start making the right choices. Start doing something good. You know? And we're all here. And if there's going to be some of you out there that's going to throw some hate, throw some dirt, I wish you well, man. I wish you well.
We'll pray for you.
I ain't even going to reply to your message. I'm going to tell Flaco, please don't reply to them. Let them run their mouth. You know, But everybody that's keeping it positive and supporting, gracias. Aquí estamos y no nos vamos.
Hey, guys.